KoBaC 8.
Hey guys, Rich here. Well, I've gotten a lot of requests to do a collection video of all my Halo figures, and I haven't done one of these in about a year and a couple of months, so I decided, you know what, it's about time I should do it. I've got no projects running right at the moment that take up any of the figures, so now's the time, if there is a time to do it. So as you can see, there is a ton of figures here on the table, a whole bunch. There are about 125 figures here just on these two tables, or table and a half really. And then I have about 15 or so figures not on the table for various reasons. So there's about 145, give or take, around there, 140, 145 in between there, in case I miscounted anything. It's a lot of figures, I know, and just want to say, whenever I do these collection videos, I'm not bragging. This is requested stuff. People request to see these videos. That's why I'm doing it. So I guess let's start with the UNSC here. Here we have my couple of my Marines with Sergeant Johnson, Rookie, and Buck, and then a bunch of ODST behind them from Series 2 and Series 6, the Halo 3 line. There's also the was it Visor Mode Rookie in the back, just bragging about how shiny he is. Bunch of ODST, a couple of my Halo 3 Spartans that I have left. The White CQC, get ready to do a Falcon Punch. I like that. The Hell Spartan. Now, you might see a couple of these Spartans that are laying down and a couple other figures that are laying down throughout this video, and the reason that is because they like to fall over, and I've already been trying to set up this video for about 2.5 hours, and there was a couple times I about rage quit because I'd get like a bunch of these ODSTs set up, I'd walk away, and then one of the Spartans would knock down somebody else, and they would just domino and just knock a whole bunch over. So it just made me super angry, so that's why they're laying down back there, because they're losers. Here we have the ODST Bullfrog holding his shotgun, and the shotgun I gave him, and he can't hold it the proper way because he's retarded. Here we have, I wanted to set up a little bit, just doing a collection video I thought would be boring, so I'm like, I got to set up a couple action things going on here as well. So we've got red and blue riding a mongoose, and blue team's freaking out because red team here is about ready to just blow them away with the grenade launcher, and there's a blue Spartan in the back trying to chain turret the the red team's mongoose before it gets away, but probably not going to happen. Here we have a steel operator, just doing his thing, being all confused, whatever. And through various ways, I now have 3 of these Gold Mark 5B Spartans, so they're all fighting over each other, trying to get the one jetpack between the 3 of them. So, because only one of them can be the jetpack one, but they're all going to duke that out. 2 olive green Spartans here, high-fiving each other after they just won a game of invasion. Yeah, they're cool. They're not holding hands. That would not be right. They're high-fiving. Dang it. Okay? Here we have, I only happen to have, besides Cat, I have 1 female Spartan. The pink Air Assault Spartan from Series 3. And she has a group of fans trying to ask her out. So, a couple of them are surprised. The white one there wants her to sign his DMR. And a couple of them are trying to give her a gift, kind of like this Cyan Spartan, trying to give her a grunt as a pet. So, hope she makes her right choice. Here, I have both of the Tim characters from Halo New Beginnings. Tim from the original, and then the custom Tim that I did later to update him in the Halo Reach line. Here we have Kimbo from the first series, as far as the Halo 3 series, Kimbo. And then the Halo Reach Kimbo, snapping a Grunt's neck. He's dead. Over here, I have my Noble Team characters set up. I have, oh my gosh, there go a bunch of figures. Oh my gosh, I hate you all. Here, I have Noble Team, all 6 figures, plus the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Noble 7. And over here is the green Mark 5B that came with the 4-pack. He wanted to be part of Noble Team, but he's sad because they kicked him out because he's a loser. Here, back in Halo 2, Master Chief and the Arbiter didn't really care for each other too much. They didn't really get much time to talk, really, if you think about it. In the campaign, they kind of were rushed around, sent to do all these missions for the Flood, but then come back in Halo 3 and they're the best of friends, right? Best buddies forever. Not really. Here is a bunch of the Grunts that I have. I seem to pick on my red Grunts a lot. I've got one given away as a pet, one getting his knack snipped, and the other one just playing dead. So I don't really seem to like the red Grunts. I didn't even do it on purpose. It just seems to happen that way. Let's see. Well, 2 of the elites have now been knocked over. Try to fix him if I can. Come on, stand up. There we go. That is my custom Spec Ops Elite. A couple other Halo 3 Elites that I have here. And then here are my Halo Reach Elites. 2 Reds, 2 Officers, the Elite Ultra, Spec Ops Elite, 2 Miners, and this purple one. I wanted all of my Elites to be standing, but you guys know if you have any of these figures, they don't always like to stand very well because their feet are kind of rounded. So, you know, I already said I've been doing this for about 2.5 hours trying to set this up, so I'm just like, you know what, forget it. Just lay them down. That's the end of it. Back here I have my only remaining Halo 2 figure. It's the Prophet of Regret, and he was supposed to be being protected by Tartarus here, but Tartarus, being the big fatty he is, doesn't want to stand, so I'm going to have to lean him on. There we go. Lean him on Regret a little bit. There we go. Yeah, one of my Brute Stalkers fell off the table, so I have 5 Brute Stalkers here. 2 of them fell. The Hunter, if you guys saw my last collection video that I did, I mean, that was a while ago, but the collection video I did, the Hunter, I tried standing up all the figures, and the Hunter continuously fell and knocked over so many guys that I got mad, and I just put him in timeout, and he's still in timeout, and that's why he's not talking to me anymore. But whatever, because he is so stupid, he just likes to fall and knock stuff over, so I just could not let him have standing privileges. Here I have my custom Brute Captain. That's like, they got the purplish armor, so I wanted to customize one of my Brute bodyguards to be that Brute Captain. 2 Flight Brutes, the Brute War Chieftain, and then over here, all of my other Brute bodyguards, we have the Brute Chieftain about ready to smash on one of the UNSC troopers. Here I have 3 Jackals and my 2 Skirmishers that I have out of the box. And this Skirmisher here is my custom Major Skirmisher. Very cool figure. I really like the paint job. I'm really happy that it came out like that. I'm just, you know, I'm always happy when I do a custom and it turns out decent, you know, because I've done customs before that absolutely stink. And I didn't mention before that this Arbiter over here is custom painted. So I have 2 Arbiters. One that's the gold that came out in Series 2 of the Halo 3 line, and then the silver one that I painted myself. So that pretty much, boys and girls, is my collection for the most part. 125 figures out here, about 145 in total, counting the vehicles and, you know, everything else about that. So yeah, it took me about 2+ years to collect all of this stuff. That's a lot of time. Various figures have come in and out of my collection. I used to have a lot more Halo 3 Spartans that I've now sold or traded away. So yeah, well, I figure that most, well, they're not most, I don't want to say most, I don't want to say most at all, but there's probably a couple people out there, a couple of you guys, who are thinking, hey Rich, since you got so much stuff, can I have something? Can I have just one of the figures? Maybe, you know, since you got so many ODST, maybe you could give me one, just one. Well, I've done something special. I've made a video exclusively for you. You can click it right now. The link on the screen, click that, it'll take you there. Enjoy. For everybody else, yeah. So it's a lot of figures, a lot of stop motion stuff, potentials, and I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful that God has blessed me so much with so many figures. You know, I mean, some people would be thinking, you know, oh, you're spoiled, or you're just bragging, or, you know, you just waste all your money, or you're super rich, or, you know, there's a multitude of excuses that I've heard throughout my YouTube video making career of people accusing me of things or calling me names or whatever for having this much stuff. But, you know, I am very thankful that I have this much stuff, and I didn't even really, you don't really realize how much stuff you have until you start lining it up like this, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. I could probably have built a house out of all this plastic. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have any other comments or questions about this collection or something like that, post that down in the comment section below. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, it'd be a cool thing if you guys would film your collections, regardless of how big they are. Most people probably won't have a collection this big, and that's not a problem, because some of you guys are just starting or whatever. Post a video of your collection in the video response section, and I'll accept any of the collection videos, right? So that way, you know, everybody else can kind of show off their collections too. You know, not bragging, but, you know, just they're proud of it, right? Okay. Anyway, guys, talk to y'all later. Okay. All right. Bye bye.
Rawr, I'm a dinosaur.